the touchdown. Unbelievable.
Welcome to Red Zone Recap, where we go over everything NFL that happened over the last week, from games, scores, stats, and more. I'm your host, Josh. What a week in the NFL. Coming up first, we have the Seahawks facing off against the Rams with a final score of 31-27. Seattle is headed to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2014. Let's go to Jaden and Zach with more.
Well, Jaden, the NFL season is slowly wrapping up. We've got just one more week to go, but the Seattle Seahawks are heading to their first Super Bowl since 2014, looking for their second ever title. They played really well in this one, Sam. Darnold had 346 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, as well as the Emerald City route artist, also known as Jackson Smith-Njigba, having 10 receptions for a touchdown and 153 yards. And Kenneth Walker on the ground, 111 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a huge game. Seahawks, definitely a big win, obviously, going to the Super Bowl first time in over a decade. They had a huge reset on their roster, took a chance on Sam Darnold, 3-year contract, mostly guaranteed money as well, and it paid off for them for sure. Kenneth Walker, he's on the last year of his deal. He could walk, could stay, but, I mean, he's giving them their money's worth right now. I mean, the Michigan State product, I'm a big MSU fan, so it's cool to see him go off. He's on my fantasy team as well. And then when we're talking about the Rams, I mean, great season, just tough draw. They didn't really face up too well against the Seahawks. I mean, Stafford, MVP level in this game, 374 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. Puka Nacua, obviously, has been amazing all year, him and JSN, the 2 front runners for Offensive Player of the Year. He had 9 catches for 169 yards as well as a touchdown on a crazy grab back at that back corner of the pylon. Then Kyren Williams, 61 total yards and a touchdown. Couldn't really get it done on the ground, but he's always been kind of reliable. Tough draw for the Rams. I'm sure they'll be back in a spot like this, but yeah, just a huge game from the Seahawks.
I mean, all 3 of the games between the Rams and Seahawks, including the 2 regular season games and then this NFC Championship game, fantastic games, all 10 out of 10.
Cinema.
Absolutely great stuff. Let's head back to Josh for our AFC Championship game.
Next up, we have a snowy brawl with the Patriots taking on the Broncos. The Broncos ultimately ending up with the Patriots' victory with a low score of 10-7. The Patriots are heading back to the Super Bowl for a 2014 rematch. Let's go to Jaden and Zach with more.
Yeah, so New England heading back to the Super Bowl. Last time New England and Seattle faced each other, it was intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. And a kind of boring game as the day-slated game. Drake May went 10 for 21, 86 yards, 65 rushing yards, though, and had the only touchdown for New England on the ground. Ramondre Stevenson had 71 yards, and Mac Hollins had 2 receptions for 51 yards. And then on Denver's side, I feel like Denver could have ran away with this if it wasn't for Bo Nix's ankle injury, which was just at a really unfortunate time.
I absolutely agree. I mean, I feel like Denver was the better team in this game, to be completely honest with you. It was unfortunate, the snow that we got. It does make for a fun game at times, but obviously the championship game, that's not really where you want to see a super snowball. Stidham on the second series of the game threw a great pass. I believe it was
back pylon to Courtland Sutton.
To Courtland Sutton. He had a huge completion as well to Mims that kind of set them up for that. But yeah, when we're talking about Stidham, 17 of 31, 133 yards, a touchdown, and an interception, kind of what you're going to get out of a backup who hasn't really seen the field at all. And then Courtland Sutton, as we just talked about, he had 3 catches, 17 yards, a touchdown. And then R.J. Harvey, the rookie. They have something special in him. 59 rushing yards, 22 receiving yards. Anyone who's not good at math, that is 81 total. So yeah, he had a pretty good offensive game, but it was all about the defense. I believe the Denver defense had 5 sacks, and I think New England had 3, but they ultimately did have that takeaway against Stidham, and that ended up kind of being the difference maker.
Yeah, and again, R.J. Harvey, a fantastic game. If J.K. Dobbins decides to walk this offseason, I feel like Denver will be set up pretty good in the running back spot for sure. So that is the championship games. Congratulations to both teams. Moving on. Let's go to our award predictions. Jaden, who do you have winning the MVP this year?
I feel like it's been a 2-man race, depending on who you talk to, I guess. But we know it's kind of a quarterback award when we're talking about the MVP. So I feel like it's been between 2 championship game quarterbacks, Drake May, obviously, who's headed to the Super Bowl, and then Matt Stafford, who unfortunately lost that game. But ironically, I'm going to be taking Matt Stafford to win that head-to-head battle and take home his first MVP, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Matthew Stafford just had an incredible year. I feel like the Rams weren't really favored coming into this season. But I mean, Puka Nacua stepped up.
Yeah.
They acquired Devontae Adams. He stepped up. So I think Matthew Stafford led them pretty well this year.
I agree.
Yeah. Who do you have for your offensive player of the year?
Offensive player of the year, I'm taking another player who was in the championship games. I'm going to be taking Jackson Smith and Jigba from The Ohio State University, obviously ECRA.
Yes,
I just got the nickname heading into media week here. But yeah, I mean, he was incredible, led the league in receptions and I believe receiving yards. I think he was just off on the touchdowns, almost a triple crown, which we haven't seen since Cooper Kupp, who's his teammate now, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm going to take JSN. I mean, just some of the best hands in the game.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best route runners in the game, which is where he got the nickname from, obviously. And just Darnold's top target made Darnold look like an absolute star.
Yeah, I mean, JSN just had a really, really just incredible year for a guy who really had like his breakout season this year. I mean, he wasn't really super known around the league coming into the year. Obviously, Seahawks fans knew him. But, DK Metcalf leaves in the offseason, goes to Pittsburgh, and then JSN is able to step up. And, I have him winning the Offensive Player of the Year as well.
Yep.
Let's go over to the defensive side. I think I know who you got.
You already know who I'm taking. I'm taking from your Cleveland Browns, Myles 95 Garrett. He was an absolute dog this year. Broke the sack record despite Pittsburgh throwing away a game that I was actually in attendance for. It was pretty cool. They threw away a whole game just to stop him from breaking the record. I mean, this is a guy who's running your entire defense, which is rare to see from edge rushers. Usually it's kind of in your secondary, your defense is being completely ran because, the quarterback's got to throw the ball somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But with an unstoppable edge rusher like Garrett, you're not getting anywhere. 23 sacks, just completely flipped it. Honestly, if we had a competent quarterback, this is a playoff team right now, just based on how this defense is. But yeah, I mean, Myles Garrett, just an unbelievable season. It's hard not to go with him.
Yeah, I don't really need to say anything else. I think Jaden covered everything there. Myles Garrett, I think, will win Defensive Player of the Year pretty handily. Offensive Rookie of the Year, who do you got?
I'm going to go with Tyler Shough. Now, it's probably not the popular pick, but I feel like watching him come in the second half of the season for the Saints haven't had quarterback play like that in a long, long time. I mean, since Drew Brees, we're talking. He just looked so consistent, so incredible. He led them on, I believe, a 5 or 6 game winning streak to end the season, which is just like, that's just passing with flying colors. I mean, Tyler Shough looked great. A lot of people were doubting him coming in because he's an older prospect. I mean, they were thinking for the future here, right? Why not take Shedeur? Why not, try and get Jackson Dart? But a guy like Tyler Shough, I mean, just showed out on the ground and in the air with minimum weapons as well.
Yeah, this is the first one I'm going to disagree with you. I think Teneroa McMillan had a fantastic first half, and I think that's going to be able to get him over the hump and win the Offensive Rookie of the Year. He and Bryce Young had a great connection this year, and I think Tet will take it. But Tyler Shough, also a great candidate.
Same division.
Same division, and Defensive Rookie of the Year, we've got the same guy. Jaden, I'll let you take it again.
Another Cleveland Brown. I mean, when we're talking about defense, I feel like Cleveland Browns need to be brought up top 3, top 2, top 1, wherever you want to put them. I don't care because Carson Schwarzenegger is going to take home this Defensive Rookie of the Year. A lot of people are talking about James Pierce Jr., a really stand-up guy, James Pierce Jr., could never do any wrong. But Carson Schwarzenegger out of UCLA, I feel like he's just a great addition to this defense. Jim Schwartz brought out something in him. Made him a dual threat. He was really good at rushing. He was really, really good at playing in the coverage as well. Super fast. Led us in tackles as well. Him and Devin Bush was a deadly duo. Yeah, Schwarzenegger.
Absolutely. And our final award prediction, we've got Coach of the Year, and I am going to be taking Mike Vrabel, who ended up flipping the Patriots season around from going 3-14 to 14-3 in just one season. I mean, you don't do that and then not win Coach of the Year, in my opinion.
No, I'm also going to go with Vrabel. I mean, unbelievable to go from Tennessee, where he was kind of just leading a great regular season team that wasn't really getting too much success in the playoffs. Then he gets fired, comes on to the Browns as like a consultant type of role, wasn't really doing too much. We released him from his contract. We let him know, like, hey, man, you can go do bigger and better things. He signs with the Patriots, takes a flyer, him and Drake May. Obviously, Stephon Diggs and that great defense that we've been seeing in the playoffs. They're making their way to their first Super Bowl since like 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
So they did something right, and it's going to be huge for him. So I mean, Vrabel, Coach of the Year, no brainer.
Absolutely. So those are our award predictions. Let's head back to Josh for our top plays of the week.
It's now time for your top 3 highlight plays of the week. Starting with play number 1, we have Drake May picking up the first down to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
Here we go. This could close it. 3rd and 6. No safety deep. Oh, here he goes. He can try to beat him with his legs as Ellis runs after him, and May got there. Drake May outraces the defender, and the Patriots now only need to fall on it, kneel on it, and they can make their plans for Santa Clara.
Next up, we have our number 2 play with Jake Bobo making his only 2nd catch of the year and is helping the Seahawks advance to the big game.
Darnold to throw. Back, hit, throws, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Jake Bobo! It's his 4th catch of the year. The 12s are fired up. All the coverage was rotating to the right side of the field. Bobo with a little wiggle to the corner, back to the post.
Last but definitely not least, it's our top play of the championship weekend with the Emerald City route artist making an insane one-handed grab to get Seattle started early.
3rd and short. George Halani checks into the game in the backfield, subbing for Charbonnet. Fake it to him. Darnold rolling, looking, throwing. Oh, did he keep it in bounds? He did! Come on! Smith and Jigba, just terrific. Watch him coming from the other side of the field. They boot to the left, and Darnold puts it just out there. And kind of a 2-ball. There's a tiny bit of arc. You can see it over space. And when he's got that vision and he feels like there's kind of a yard or 2 of space, the concentration he has, and he hasn't dropped many balls this year, but he's got the left.
That's all the time we have today. Thank you for tuning in to Red Zone Recap. Let's go to Jaden and Zach with any final thoughts on this week in the NFL and the predictions for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so one more week left in the NFL, and it will be Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Jaden, I'll get you started. Who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
I think I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks to get their revenge. I mean, obviously it's not really the same teams that are going head-to-head here, but the legacy is still there and not forgotten. I mean, you hear how often people talk about the Atlanta Falcons blowing that 28-3 lead. So teams remember these types of things, and I think Seattle kind of wants to get their revenge. They want to go and kind of get it back in blood, to say the least. Drake May is still young. He still has time, but Sam Darnold, he's hungry, man. I mean, I'm going to go with Seattle.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I just don't think that the Patriots' offense is going to be enough for Seattle's offense, and I've got Seattle Seahawks winning this one. But we thank you again for tuning into this week's edition of Red Zone Recap, and we will see you next week for Super Bowl weekend. See ya.